My name's Tyson, and I'm 38 years old. 2 years ago, my life changed forever. I was on death's doorstep from major infected wounds that I had from injecting drugs for years and years, my whole life, in my arm. And my arm was turning septic and my whole arm was black, and this was killing me. And I set the intention that I was going to quit the drugs, and I don't care if it killed me. And I set that intention. It was the strongest intention that I'd ever set. And when I did that, something changed in me. It activated my Kundalini, and my Kundalini started rising. And when this happened, I just started following my intuition, and I was following my bliss. Whatever my intuition was guiding me to do, I just did that. And my bliss always was breaking a limitation of my body and my mind. And so what happened was one day my intuition told me to refuse any and all medical attention. And so that's exactly what I did. My entire family thought I was going psychosis, and they all wanted to bring me to the hospital to have my wounds treated and to be put in the mental hospital and be put on medication, because I was able to start perceiving things that other people couldn't. So of course, naturally, they thought I was going insane. And I couldn't describe what was happening within me. I had no idea what was happening within me. All I understood was that whatever it is I was doing, I was onto something, because even after off the drugs now, every time I broke a limitation within myself, every time I transcended a fear and raised my frequency, it was like I was taking handfuls of ecstasy pills. I never felt better in my entire life, better than any drug had ever made me feel in my entire life. And I've done them all. I've tried all of them. And so I knew I was onto something here, and I had to just keep doing this, whatever this was. And so when my intuition told me to refuse all medical attention, that's exactly what I did. And by doing that, I transcended the fear, the last fear I needed to transcend that was anchoring me to the material, to the physical world. And what happened was one day, without ever meditating before in my life, never being spiritual, never being religious or any of that in my entire life, I sat down and my eyes closed on their own, and I fell into a very deep meditative state known as Samadhi. And that Samadhi state lasted 5 hours. And when I opened my eyes, I thought only 15 minutes had gone by, but 5 hours had gone by. And I can't even put into words what Samadhi is like. It is the most profound experience anyone can ever experience. When I was in that Samadhi state, I was able to heal myself. I remembered other lifetimes. It woke up latent psychic abilities. I was able to remember why I chose every single circumstance in my life, even the things I used to describe as, or the things I used to define as negative or traumatic. I chose all of it. I remembered it from a higher level, from like a soul level. And I remembered that I'm continuing something in this life that I started in another life. And so after that state, when I open my eyes from that Samadhi state, it's like I've been in this permanent state of Samadhi where I feel all day long like I'm on ecstasy and psilocybin mushrooms. And it's better than that. It's better than ecstasy and psilocybin mushrooms. That's just the only closest thing I can relate it to. So maybe some of you can kind of compare it to what it's like. But it's absolutely better than. What happens in Samadhi is it's a full ego death, and your individual consciousness merges with universal consciousness. So you no longer feel the illusion of separation. You no longer feel division. There's no longer me in you, it's just me in me. In my experience, I have now experienced everything and everyone as myself, because there is no more boundary. There is no more separation. All separation is an illusion, and all is one. I am all that is, and so are you. All is one. And so after that Samadhi state, I completely changed my life. I no longer cared about making money. Money was my motivational driving force my entire life. That's why I was a career criminal starting all the way back before I was a teenager, up until I was 36 years old, 2 years ago. I wound up giving all my stuff away, all my money away to people living on the street. And I set the only intention that I want everyone on the planet to be able to experience this. And so I started traveling around, and I meet people along the way that want to learn how to raise their frequency, people that want liberation. They want to be able to walk through life effortlessly, completely healed from all past traumas, and no longer allow any circumstance to influence their state of being, to influence how they choose to be. In every given moment, we choose how we want to be. When we're experiencing negative emotions that we don't prefer, we're still choosing that. And we're choosing that based on a belief system deep in our unconscious mind. And so as I'm traveling around, I meet people that invite me to come stay with them. And I stay with them as I guide them through healing of all traumas, complete healing. And as they dissolve these negative beliefs that they're choosing to believe to be true, as they transcend their fear, raise their vibration, and become in more alignment with their higher self, with Source. And when this happens, you can experience full unity. You can experience complete liberation, ultimate well-being, and nothing can influence your state of being ever. Because if I told you that you choose how you want to be in every given moment, so why would anyone ever choose to be anything less than blissed out within themselves all day? You wouldn't. If you're interested in knowing more about this, if you are interested in healing from all your traumas, learning how to be able to transcend fear, raise your vibration, no longer allow any circumstance to dictate how you choose to be, no longer get angry, irritated, mad, sad, none of that. You can stay blissed out within yourself permanently. If you want to experience ultimate well-being, if you want liberation, please feel free to contact me anytime. My information is in the bio. I don't charge any money for my time and energy. I'm simply just one continuous act of service to you all. So if you would like to utilize my time, my energy, please feel free to contact me. I would be happy to guide you through all of the healing process, help you break all these limitations that you've imposed on yourself with your body and your mind, and help you experience full unity with Source, with your higher self. Liberate you from the mental prison that we've put ourselves in. Liberate you from being influenced by your circumstances. Nothing ever again can influence how you choose to be. Thank you. Have a blessed day.